Hello, my friends, and welcome to Sober Nights Movement. Um, First video of 2024. Um, these videos aren't about me. These videos are about recovery, my recovery, your recovery, but it's an overall purpose of living, tools, and how you can achieve, I guess, greatness on your perspective path and your recovery journey, right? I just kind of like want to give a message to the people out there in recovery, who are living in sobriety, or those who are confused about the world of sobriety and is willing to try it out. The message is, what are you going to do differently in life for 2024? Right? 2023 was another year. Um, some ups, some downs, some sad times, some happy times, some great times, and some times where we're left with a lot of confusion. So 2024, what are you going to do differently than 2023? What are the upgrades that you can do, to be honest? Like, what upgrades, can you bring to the table for 2024? Um, for me personally, like I said, these videos aren't about me and my story. I'm working on writing a book. So my story, my path in recovery is going to be all written down on my book. Um, but I just kind of like just want to give you guys a quick tip. I've been climbing the ladder since 2017. That's when I started to realize that things are starting to kind of work for me. Um, and I have a ladder. I pictured myself with a ladder with like 6 to 8 steps. And in 2017, I was at that first step of the ladder. By the time it was 2018, I was on the next step of the ladder. Um, with everything in life, with money, with jobs, with housing, the way I was budgeting myself, everything was good. Um, in 2019 until 2020, I took 2 steps in that ladder. So instead of me taking just that one extra step, I took an extra step. I took 2 extra steps. 2019, 2020 was a great year for me. I don't want to get into the specifics of why and how. All that will be revealed. This is not about me. This is just about, I want to kind of like let you guys know that 2024 is about upgrades. I truly believe that if you guys don't go down the ladder, don't go backwards in life, you guys keep going forward and keep going up, even if it's just one single step per year, it's is a huge accomplishment. It really is. 2020 to 2021, I took just kind of like a half a step. The money wasn't really good for me. Um, I really, wasn't really making as much, and so I couldn't really live the way that I was living in 2017. So I was kind of like just in between, kind of like I wasn't balanced enough, right? I was kind of like hanging from one step, and then I was kind of like hanging towards the next step. So I was kind of like, you know, falling apart, not knowing should I go up, down. But I was pushing myself, and in 2022 to 2023, I finally reached that extra step that I was kind of like hanging from. And then in 2023, I'm going to be so honest with you, I reached the top. So I kind of like took like 4 extra steps in 1 year. Because sobriety, because I'm sober, and I took uh the time that I have in recovery, the amount of time that I've been living sober, which is 11 years, I took that into great consideration and I ran with it. And I said, I'm kind of sick and tired of just taking one step, one step. It's totally fine. You can take a step per year. It's fine. You're not going backwards, which is something that I encourage you guys to avoid. 2022, 2023, I took like 4 steps. It was crazy. My income grew kind of like double, almost quadruple. Um, insane. 2024 is here. And 2022, 2023, I got a nice 2 bedroom apartment that was kind of I worked hard to get, and I've been here ever since. And 2024 is I feel like I already reached the top of the 6 step ladder, small ladder. So now I feel like in 2024 I have to like kind of like get a ladder, another set of ladder that has probably 8 to 10 steps, much bigger ladder, because I have a lot of goals that need to be reached coming in for 2024. A lot of upgrades. One of the upgrades is going to be starting with housing. I'll be living somewhere else, and I will be traveling the world as well. So when I'm at work, I will stay where I will be living, and when I'm not at work, I will be traveling to different states, different countries. Literally, I'm not just talking about traveling to a different city, a different borough, no, different country. Um, I will be on the plane for hours and traveling. I want to go check out the Bahamas. I want to go to my homeland, the Dominican Republic, and all this will happen if I just work the steps, right, and continue with my plan of upgrades. I will be keeping the same job because without this job now that landed me from taking 4 big steps in 1 year, I would not be where I'm at right now, and I would not have this apartment. Um, so I have to make sure that I keep that well under my belt. So yeah, like that's what I kind of like wanted to give you guys an example of me from 2017 to 2023, the steps that I have taken in life to reach to the top. Um, and 2024 and beyond, I want to take major steps. I'm going back to school this month in January. I hope. Um, if not, it might look like February because I signed up late. I guess I was supposed to sign up last month to start January and I didn't. But anyways, this is not what this is about. This is about just upgrading yourself. So 2024, housing will be upgraded. Traveling will be upgraded. I will be going back to school. I haven't been back in school since 2019, 2018, when I was like right there in the beginning phases of climbing the ladder. That's when that really hit home. And then I'll get into college. That's like a big step. I'll probably take 6 steps if I just get into college, which is amazing. I mean, get accepted into the college that I want to get accepted into and go to school for business. Like I said, that would be like 6 steps in that, just accomplishing that alone. Um, what are your upgrades? And I keep emphasizing this because it's very important that you upgrade life for yourself, man, because we don't know who's going to be our next president. We don't know what the politics has in store for us for the years to come, starting now, today. Inflation and all this stuff that I really don't want to talk about because it doesn't really affect me because I'm in a great stage in life right now. But I do have people and I know individuals who are struggling right now, and inflation and politics and everything is just making it worse for them. Um, I want to encourage you guys, don't live off the government, because if you don't have employment and you don't have steady income from doing anything, even running your own business, and you're living off the government, uh, it's not a good look for you moving forward from 2024 and beyond. It's not. The government can shut down whenever they want. Things can go sideways, and those who live off the government is going to have to wait until the government decides to come to an agreement, and then you're stuck with life and life's turns and not being able to do what you want. So I need my job dearly. Man, if you can't get a job, you can't do anything. There's always something, man. Start small, man. Start small. I started my own business in 2020 and I let it go because of expenses. It was just too much for me to maintain the business, and I let it go. And that's something that moving forward is going to change. So if you're in 2024 and you're doing the same thing that you've been doing for years now, and even in 2023 you're doing the same thing you were doing in 2023, that's totally fine. But if you're doing the same thing in 2023 and we're in 2024, I'm going to go down this much. Make sure that if you're doing the same thing in 2023 that you are doing now in 2024, make sure that you kind of like raise it up a notch. Try to pass 2024, if that makes any sense, or try to balance it out, right? Don't be in 2023 and you're doing things in 2024 that you were doing in 2023, but you're not seeing any results. You're not making any money. You're not, you know, let's say you went from 2023, which I don't make this much. In 2023, you went from making, let's say, $1,000 every. Let's say you in 2023 you went and you're making a little bit over $2,000 a month in 2023, and you have expenses and rent is off the charts. In 2024, you want to push yourself to making 4,000 a month at least, 3,000 a month at least. If you find yourself making the same 2,000 and some change, it's not going to go good for you. And if you find yourself making even less than what you were making in 2023, it's going to go very, very bad for you. So I go by saying this. Find an upgrade. Find an upgrade because it will be very, very beneficial for you in the long term. If you find yourself slipping down and you find yourself basically coming down the ladder, pick yourself right back up because anything is possible. Stay sober.